Good afternoon, Summit High School, parents, students, and community. We're excited to announce the return to learn specific to Summit High School for the 2020-2021 school year. Our mission state for the upcoming year is to sustain and improve a culture of success for all students and staff at Summit High School. Within an equitable learning environment, SHS will attend to the social and emotional needs of all members within the learning community. We will also pursue scholars' post-secondary goals in a safe and adaptable environment that includes relevant and engaging learning. Throughout the course of the year, it's imperative that we engage students, elevate achievement, and support when needed, all under an equitable learning environment. The Return to Learn plan consists of 4 different aspects. Green, full in-person instruction, which at this point is not probable. Yellow, which is our hybrid instruction, which will include 2 in-person learning days for students and some distance learning to supplement those days students are not in the school. Our red light is full distance learning. We also provide remote learning for students who would like the opportunity for full-time online enrollment for the first semester. We'll get into the details of each of these areas. It's important that we understand terminology of the Restart plan. First, we have remote learning. As mentioned before, this is 100% online instruction. You've received an email asking you to identify if your student would like to be a participant of 100% online instruction. Distance learning is tied to the red light where there is no in-person learning. Hybrid learning allows students to be in person 2 days a week, distance learning the other 3. It's important to understand the 2 types of learning that take place at a distance. Synchronous learning, where students are engaged in teacher-paced virtual online instruction, and asynchronous learning, which is student-paced. Remember these terms as they will help you to understand each of our models. We're excited to announce our hybrid instructional model that's ready to be put into place. We'll be utilizing the Summit High School 4x4 off-road schedule. The 4x4 block schedule works to address a smaller number of subjects at a given time with a higher concentration of instruction within a given week. This student, Timus, is taking English 3, Sports Science, Algebra, and DP Spanish Year 1 in his first quarter. He'll take 4 of his 7 classes within 1 quarter for a semester credit. Second quarter, the student will take his other classes as he works to earn additional semester credit. Students will be earning the same amount of credit over the course of a semester. However, the workload will be divided between quarters. When students are participating in the hybrid model, they'll be having 2 different learning experiences, in person here at Summit High School and at home. While in person, students will be here 2 days per week, 4 class periods a day. Classes will be small, cohorts of approximately 15. There'll be physically distant seats. Students will be asked to wear masks at all times inside the building. And the learning will be a facilitation of learning where teachers will be engaging, supporting, and directing students in content. Learning will be rooted in mastery, and it's imperative that we guide practice with an application of knowledge that includes targeted, individualized feedback from teachers. While students are at home, they'll be utilizing Google Classroom as a learning hub. This will be consistent across all classes at Summit High School. Students will be self-navigating the teacher-provided content, pre-recorded videos, and learning activities. They'll be engaging in content on their own, participating in inquiry followed by action. They'll be able to ask questions and provide data that will help formulate in-person learning. And students will really be working to participate in that classroom when they get there. Office hours will be provided throughout the experience. Here's a sample week schedule where students will all participate in remote learning on Wednesdays. At this point, teachers will be providing content, engagement activities, and preparing for in-class instruction. The next 2 days Half of the class will be in person, while the other part of the class will be remote. On the next day, those two will switch. The class out of school will be in class, and the class in class will be learning from home, asynchronously. This will repeat for the other 2 days. A sample schedule for students. First period, they'll go to their first classroom. Teachers will provide quick check-in, social emotional learning components. They'll receive some direct instruction, and then they'll facilitate learning, instruction, and supports. This will repeat throughout the day. Passing periods will include a staggered, lengthy time so that we can move fewer classes throughout the building in a safe way. Wednesdays will look a little bit different. Students will first be required to participate in advisory. Once in advisory, teachers will take attendance, provide some important social emotional check-ins, academic progress, and just say hello to their kids. Students who don't show up for advisory will be put on our radar immediately, and we'll be looking to see why they're not engaged in what they're doing at that time. Students will go through their schedule in an abbreviated version. They'll do a quick check-in with their teachers and be given time to do some work on their own. And that will repeat periods 1, 2, 3, and a common lunch will be given for all teachers and students on a Wednesday. Period 4, they'll check back in via Zoom, be asked to do some work on their own. All teachers will hold office hours on Wednesdays for individual meetings, check-ins, etc. If for some reason school is closed, we'll return to the distance learning model. However, it won't be the same as last spring. Students will be asked to be contributing to their classroom in either synchronous learning or asynchronous learning. Mondays, first period will be synchronous, engaging with teacher in virtual online instruction, while second period will be asynchronous, giving students time away from their screens and opportunities to get some work done that's required for those courses. Lunch will be common. Period 3 will be synchronous via Zoom, and the fourth period, again, student-paced on their own. This will alternate each of our 4 days. Wednesdays, however, will be all synchronous, all classes, and again, we'll be utilizing advisory check-ins to see where student engagement is and address those who are disengaged. Students who are opting into 100% remote learning will not be forgotten. Students who are on the online learning track are still some high school students. Because of that, we're providing an SHS online learning team who will help with enrollment, orientation, tech support and troubleshooting. They'll monitor student learning, provide progress reports to students and families, and keep constant communication with students. Online learning is for a variety of reasons. Students who are not comfortable with in-person learning at SHS, those who are immunocompromised or have health concerns, students with extenuating circumstances, or complex schedule requests that can't be met by our new model. Just like our students who are live in person, we'll be working to engage, elevate, and support those students who are learning remotely. We'll be working to provide an enrollment plan, scheduling with counselors. There'll be an orientation, virtual one-on-one to understand the expectations of online learning. There'll be ongoing monitoring from an off-campus supervisor. Instruction and assessment is established within the Edgenuity platform. However, we'll have some supports provided from SHS online team. Students will still have access to their counselors, and they'll be placed into an advisory class of other online students with an SHS teacher. While changes exist throughout our plan, we're excited to offer many different levels in the Restart philosophy. Please reach out if you have questions. And don't forget, if you're interested in online learning, fill out the survey that was sent out on Friday. It's going to be a great year, SHS. Distance, in person, virtually. We can't wait to see you. And we're excited about the changes and the opportunities we have to engage, elevate, and support student learners. Have a good day.